Cowboys beat them last night. Tom Brady won 7. It may be Tom Brady's last game of last night. This could be the last game of Tom Brady before he retires. Welcome to the Joseph Chris Show. Today's Tuesday, January the 17th, 2023. Today was Martin Luther King's Day. And now you gotta see what it is, and it just melts. Well, I gotta tell you something, was last night was an amazing for the Cowboys to win the wild card and then move on to face the 49ers. Well, last year they fell short to the 49ers, but this time they get the revenge on San Francisco. The game is on Sunday, 4:30. Very much has been. Well, anyway, what has happened to the Buccaneers? They're not doing anything well. They were down 18-0 in the halftime, and then it was 21-20. 24. 20. Yeah, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. But they got 2 touchdowns last night. Last night they had 2 touchdowns. Well, anyway, let's take a look at the score was. The score was it. So, anyway, I looked at the score last night. I watched it last night, and I was so happy. It reminds me of everybody. Now, it's 31-14 last night. They won that game last night, and they never disappointed. It felt disappointing to Tom Brady and his team that they couldn't get through. Last year, Tom Brady came. Last season, Tom Brady came. Even though it didn't feel too well, but then he did make a comeback here in the fourth quarter last season to have the Rams tie this game up, and then all of a sudden they give up a first down, and then they had to kick the Rams in a field goal range, and then LA Rams did kick the field goal to move on, and the Buccaneers got eliminated. And then you see about last season, the off season, Tom Brady having retired. The news that heard about this for all this time. They heard about it for hours now. Last night, Tom Brady didn't get the job done. And although he was so frustrated. He lost to the Dallas Cowboys for the first time. It was 1-7. And man, I'm very, very happy about it. I'm very happy about it. I'm so glad about it. I'm glad that the Dallas Cowboys have beaten the Buccaneers 31-14. And the fans of Tom Brady, look, say all you want to say what you want to say about the Dallas Cowboys and my team, okay? You will know Stephen A. Smith isn't happy. We always know that this has been a frustrated night for Stephen A. Okay, but anyway, look, enough of that. Let me stop, okay? All right, let's take a look what has might be said this time around, and let's take a look at this, and we're going to take a look at that. All right, let's look at the news, folks. Look at the news, and now Dallas Cowboys had just been amazing. That's Prescott and his team just like this and that. So now Jerry Jones is happy, or they will be facing the San Francisco 49ers. That will be Sunday. Now, look at this. Now, the Cowboys' big win over the Buccaneers on Monday night marked their first World Playoff victory since 1992. But it's now a win that they'll get to celebrate for a very long due to the way the NFL playoff schedule is set up. The Cowboys will be playing their next game on a short week against the 49ers team that will likely be well rested after playing their wild card game on Saturday. That will be Saturday, okay? At 41-23 win over the Seahawks, with the Cowboys only getting 6 days of rest before their next game, and the 49ers getting 8. Some people might think that's unfair, but not Jerry Jones. Following the Cowboys' 31-14 win over the Tampa Bay, Jones gave a very clear answer when he was asking if the playoff schedule was unfair to his team. And he says, not at all. Not at all, Jones said. That's what we'll do. We've got to play in front of the nation. We got yesterday to get ready for tonight. Good day. As Jones noted, his team might be getting the short end of the sticks this week, but they're not getting. But they got more rest than the 49ers going into the wild card round. Another reason why Jones isn't bothering about the rest discipline is because the Cowboys are leased to play on short rest. He said he will go and play on a short week. Jones said, we're done that Thanksgiving Day, playing short weeks. I don't see that being a disadvantage. When the Monday night playoff game was added last season, the NFL created a schedule that made way more sense. Both NFC games played well on Sunday, in the wild card round, which created a situation where a team would only have a one-day rest advantage over the team that won on Monday night. The team that won the Monday night game last year was the Williams, who went on to win the Super Bowl. And right now, Jones is starting to feel like his team could pull off the same feat. He said, we got a team here that has enough skill, in my opinion, to go win it, Jones said. And now we have some experience that will build those containers. So now, it's the reason why how this game is going to be all about. And I think the 49ers are going to warn about this for sure. Now, how can we go and beat the 49ers? Well, I think we do. Last season in the postseason, we lost. This season, we will. We will. And that's how if you guys are doing, if you're watching this network or not. We will. We will beat the 49ers. We will beat the 49ers. We can't, and law can't stop the Dallas Cowboys. But anyway, for sure. But yeah. So now I'm going to say this for continue. Let me put my North Carolina hat on. Okay, for sure. Look, for sure. I gotta remind everybody. This is all for sure. You can't be where you gotta be, and you're gonna do what you gotta do. That's for sure. That's for reason. That's for the cause. Now, the 49ers seems like they were going to pick, and who will pick is this. Now, look at this. The Dallas Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers play on Sunday in the NFL divisional playoff game. Which team will win the game? Check out NFL playoff picks and predictions for the game, which can be seen at 4:30 on Fox. See, I'm going to the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are my favorite. Now, I believe for sure. Now, well known is Tom Brady has been sent home. But let me guess. We're going to get to this right now in just a second. Now, let's take a look and see the list. Okay, here it is. Now, it's been a blast, but Tom Brady should retire before this guy. Okay, here's the news of the Tampa Bay Times. Here's what it says. I can't even imagine this. So here it goes. Now, It's been a blast, but Tom Brady should retire before this gets ugly. And it is what it is. And I gotta read it to you first. The Pearl Harrison's altar in Animal House. Now, Tom Brady messed up. I gotta say this for the sound of my voice. Tom Brady messed up. He trusts us. He believed the offensive line was good enough to protect a 40-yard line, 45-yard old. I mean, okay, let me say this again. Let me go through this again. Let me start over. Okay. Tom Brady messed up. He trusts us. He believed the offensive line was good enough to protect a 45-year-old quarterback. It wasn't. He thought there were enough receivers to access the loss of Walker-Kowski. There weren't. He seems sure that Von Leftwich could answer game plan without Bruce Arians. He couldn't. The results. The worst setting of the 23-year career, it wasn't enough that the regular season was lifeless. And but then Brady exited the postseason in the most un-Brady way imaginable Monday night. He didn't look angry. He didn't look broke. No. The most single-minded athlete of all lifetime looked only at ease. As it's a combination of losing had prepared him for this centenary. Which brings us here to that organization morning where we tried to do it again, where we're convincing ourselves that we are free-spirited geniuses. Brady could deliver another Super Bowl next season. Don't believe us, Tommy. Don't fall for it again. Tampa Bay does not have enough draft picks or one under their salary cap with a map to the fortune of Luke. Brady and the Tampa Bay once did great things with each other, but that moment has passed. It will take more time than he'll got to plug all the holes on the wall on this roster. Personally, I think Brady knew that a year ago. Evidence suggests he was aligning to go to Miami with Sean Payton during his days in retirement last winter. When the Bucks caught him his bluff, Brady realized he will have to come back to Tampa Bay if he wanted to play anywhere. He's not in that position any longer. He's a free agent with no longer to him. And if he's smart, he's already had his bags packed. Better yet, he's checking out the AARP app. It's not that Brady is one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the world at this very moment. He very well might be. His arm remains strong. His resource is uncherishing, and no one reads a defense as well. But the pocket motivator that needs to be given is now non-existent. And that means Brady is more reliant on his blockers, receivers, and coaches than ever before. He can still win, but he needs to be in a near perfect situation. That is no longer Tampa Bay. In fact, it may not exist anywhere among teams currently searching for a quarterback. With that in mind, let's hope we just saw the last game of Brady's unparalleled career. That sounds sad, but it shouldn't be. The man will do it for more yards, won more games, and played in more Super Bowls than anyone in history. Everything, anything belong that is getting a little glory. Seriously, it's the right time for him to retire. It may not be the inner he invented. It may not be the inner he desired, but it would be the inner he originally closed shoes after coming back one little too many. Just to be clear, there's no shame in that. we're all were excited at the prospect of another season when training camp rolled around, and we all were sure that the results wouldn't be widely different. So no, not at all. Brady was not alone in this miscommunication, and that's all it was, a miscommunication. It's not as if Brady got old overnight and embarrassing himself at large in times. He We just didn't realize his increasing eliminations could no longer be hiding on this roster. It might be temporary for Brady to try to ease that mistake by finding the right situation and talking and taking another shot at the Super Bowl with some other team next season. But the odds of pulling that off with the Bucks in 2020 were high, and they were even more extreme for Brady in 2023. He's more likely to dig at repetition that was mostly punched before Monday night. Would it be good for Tampa Bay if Brady decided to play here another season? Or, heck less. He's a one-man marketing campaign and economic driver, and he'll probably feel better than any quarterback the Bucks will otherwise find. Get him a new offensive coordinator and a better offensive line. And there's a chance Tampa Bay will be the NFC South favorite again. But that's wishful thinking and short-term thinking. The Bucks are not good enough to win the Super Bowl with Brady, which means they'll be spinning in their wheels on no matter how many games they win in 2023. It's time for the Bucks to start thinking about a new official. And it's time for Brady to indulge in the memories of his past. So that is what happened for us. And it is what it is for the Buccaneers. Look, Tom Brady might be done. Tom Brady might be done. I don't know. Maybe his last game for sure. Maybe his last game. But if he stays in Tampa Bay, he'll be great. Maybe he'll go out and be a free agent playing in another team. Man, I gotta say, highest for Tom Brady. Look, for sure, this looks like hell for him. Now it is what it is. And look at this. This is this is the press conference there. When Tom Brady came out of retirement after 41 days last year, he almost essentially did not envision his season ending like height there on Monday night. Brady took the first losing season of his career and narrowly won the division thanks to the rest of the NFC South being terrible. But with a chance to stunt the Cowboys in their home playoff game, the Bucks looked like the team they have been all season in a 31-14 loss. At age 45, Brady was never graduated. Brady was not never guaranteed to come back after this season. But after a year like we had just had in Tampa, it's difficult to maintain another season with the Bucks. All you had to do was listen to Brady's press conference on Monday night, which actually looked and sounded like a goodbye. As he finished up taking up questions, Brady closed his press conference by thanking reporters and the Buccaneers organization. He said, I just want to say thank you guys for everything this year. I really appreciate all your effort. I know it's hard for you guys too. It's hard for us players to make it through. You guys got a tough job, and I appreciate all that you guys do to cover us. And everyone who watches and is a big fan of the sport. We're grateful for everyone's support. I love this organization. It's a great place to be. Thank you everyone for welcoming me and all you regular guys. Just very thankful for their respect, and I hope I gave the same thing back to you guys. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. And that's fine. Is that great? Good, good, good comment. Brady could retire, of course, since he's 45. But either way, that closing statement had fans convinced that Brady's time in Tampa Bay was done. And a lot of people tweet now. A lot of people tweet. It says like people tweet on people lose do the trill, and then it's going to say, "Oh, it's all goodbye, goodbye, Brady, bye, bye, bye." That's what it is. So and they talk about it, and that's for sure. That's what they can't understand. They can't even understand what's going on. So this is what it's all about. So anyway, this is it. This is it. This is what it's all about. So this is like it's a dream come true. I don't really don't know. But anyway, so the Bucks are done this season. Next season then we are. But what is going to be on Tom Brady's future? We'll see. Now the playoffs are. And if you look at this, we'll go to the NFL now. Let's go to NFL and take a look. Now, the Seahawks lost to the 49ers, 41-23. The Jaguars have won after being down 27-0 in the first half in the game on Saturday night. But they came back and they won the game. And the field goal that won the game was like 30-28. They kicked the field goal and they won the game in a crazy comeback, 31-30. Then the Bills beat the Dolphins. Bills have beaten the Dolphins 34-31. The Giants beat the Vikings 31-24, and the Bengals beat the Ravens 24-17, and the Cowboys beat the Bucks 31-14. But what a game has been, I just gotta say, it's a good game. Postseason is on the rise. The wild card season, the wild card game is over. Now the divisional round will be the Chiefs facing the Jaguars. The Jaguars going to face the Chiefs on the road. That starts at 4:30 on NBC. Kansas City is the favorite to win. Then you got the Eagles and the Giants again. Saturday, 8:15 on Fox. Philadelphia is our favorite to win. You got the Bengals and the Bills starting at 3 o'clock. Yes, the Buffalo Bills are their favorite to win. They're going to beat and Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers. Yes, I believe San Francisco is their favorite to win. But we're going to beat the 49ers right now. We're going to beat them. We're going to beat San Francisco. And I got to tell you what, I don't care if you're a Cowboy hater. I don't care if you are a Cowboy hater. You are the 49 fan, right? Well, anyway, that's for sure. The 49ers have been most incredible game. They have been super, and they're gonna do it. Wherever they are, they're gonna do it. And they are facing this team right so far. It starts at 6:30 on Fox. I think Dallas is going to win. They're going to get revenge. They're going to get redemption on San Francisco. You just watch. Dallas Cowboys. Go get them. This is gonna be for real. This one's for Jerry Jones. Okay, now time to wrap up this show. Don't forget tomorrow I'll be doing the voiceover of the Sonic Grabber versus the Grabber Sensor start at 7:30 right here, and I'm going to do it. It's not going to be live. It's going to be something else. Okay, that's all I got to say for now. Joseph Quinn. I will see you tomorrow.